Hi everyone, thanks for watching. In this episode I want to tie a mini woolly bugger. So what I've done, I've put a 2 time long streamer hook in the vise, and this is a size 12. And I've put a 3.25 millimeter tungsten bead on there, and this is a metallic brown. So I'll start my thread, and I'm using a fairly new thread for me, and that's a Vivas in 60 knot. Now that might sound a little thin, but it's actually really strong, so I quite like it. So you could add some extra lead wire or lead free wire if you want to get it down even further. So the first thing I'll tie in is the tail, and for that I'm gonna use some marabou, and I'm using the Fish Hunter, which is without a doubt the best marabou in the world. If you see the quality, it's beautiful. Very thin. And I'm taking 2 colors, and this is what is the burnished golden tan, which is golden tan on our website, and I'm using the color sand. So I've mixed both colors together, and gonna tie in the tail. And I like about the same length as the hook shank. Tie that in. So the next thing I'll do is I'll take a strand of crystal flash, double it over, cut it in half, line it up on the side of the tail. Just a couple of wraps. Now I'll turn my vise, flip the crystal flash to the other side of the fly. So the next thing what I'll do is I'll take a piece of wire, tie that in underneath. Tie down. There we go. Just basically to protect the hackle we're gonna tie in next. And I've taken a very neat looking feather, and it's from a whiting variety pack actually. And those packs are really affordable. They provide you with a ton of feathers. So just select my starting point. Let's see. Tie this in underneath. Come on. There we go. Tie it in. Okay. Some extra wraps, and you can really see that you can use as many wraps as you want, even on a small fly with this 60 knot from Vivas. So, next step, make a dubbing loop. Here we go. Now you don't have to do this, you could use just regular dubbing methods, but I prefer to use a loop for this one. It's a little easier to brush it out. Put my dubbing tool in, and I put just a little bit of wax on the thread, just to keep the dubbing where I want it. And I'm using a dubbing mix I made myself, and I've showed this in one of my other videos, and that is in the video where I tie my best trout fly ever. And it's a mixture of some natural hair and CDC. Okay, open up my loop, take the dubbing, just put it in there, and we'll just comb out the excess. Fill that loop up. It might look like a lot of material, but actually when we get started, you'll see it's not a lot. Get in there. Okay, last bunch. There we are. Yep, looks good. Spin it up. And let it go. Alright, so here we go. Now we're just gonna hackle the body. Stroke back the fibers with your left hand. Or if you tie left hand with your right hand, of course. You can already see it looks really buggy. You could actually do without the whiting hackle, but I do think it's because it's a little bit stiffer. It does add a nice touch to this fly. And now we'll take our hackle. Actually, I'm going to use the Future Fly hackle tool to get the individual barbules to stand out a little bit and shape the feather. Just makes hackling easier. There we go. And then I'll use my dubbing needle every once in a while just to pick out the dubbing. You don't have to do this, but I think it makes it a lot easier than doing it all in one time at the end. Okay, now I'll take our little ribbing. Again, working with your dubbing needle. Tie off the wire. I just prefer to break it off instead of snipping it. So break it off. Then again, take your dubbing needle and pick out the whole fly. Finish off the fly, snip away your thread, and we're done. Right guys, thanks for watching. An easy and simple fly. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out next time.